Boudreaux Wrestling Coach's Corner, another variation of single leg finish. All right, this is when things don't go the way I planned them to. I take a good single leg shot, but I'm wrestling a pretty good wrestler, good defender. He gets his hips around, I end up in an extended position, which is okay. It happens more often than not. It's going to happen in this situation rather than just finishing high. All right, so when I take my shot and I get here, and this guy circles out front, and I get in this type of situation. All right, the main thing that you got to preach to your wrestlers is their head up. All right, head up in this position. If their head's down, it's going to be a bad situation. All right, so head up in that situation, and it doesn't always have to look like my head's up. It doesn't have to be way up here. I just got to be trying to fight my head up. And the way to see that is, if my head is outside of my hands, my head's usually up. If my head is inside of my hands, my head's usually down. This is what I mean. My head's outside of my hands right now. All right, if my head's inside of my hands, see how my head's down? All right, so I want my head outside of my hands. See where my head's at? I'm looking outside of my hands, outside of my elbows. All right, so I'm in this situation. The guys, what they'll normally do is he's going to turn away from me. And other way. We'll wither down. We get in this situation right here where a guy grabs his own ankle. Sorry, I can't see. Grabs his own ankle. Pretty common situation. All right? A lot of times to avoid this situation of a stalemate, which normally happens here, I'm going to try and fight to get some elevation on this leg. Okay? So I get here, the guy grabs his own ankle. All right, what I want to try and do is slide my knee underneath his shin. All right, I'm going to slide this up to my hip. So as I'm doing that, I'm going to slide it up. All right, so I'm trying to get some pressure in here, trying to keep my lock above his knee. I'm going to start sliding up, sliding up, sliding up. All right, so I use my legs and my hip to get some, to bring this leg up, right to here. All right, and then I can get this all the way up into the air. All right, when I get to this situation, I want to finish. I want to usually go to a tomahawk chop. So I get right up to here, tomahawk finish. What do I mean by tomahawk finish? I'm finishing back, and I'm coming across with my head. All right, and finish. I want to try and be, I want to stay violent with that. All right, I want to really give him a good club on the head and really back trip. So it's going to be in this type of finish. Anytime that I get his leg up to the outside, I want to finish in that motion. Okay? All right, sometimes I'll flip over like that, sometimes not. So going back to the beginning, I get my single leg, he's a good defender. Bam, head up. My head is outside of my hands, not inside. All right, pulling in tight with my hands, my head's outside. He grabs his own ankle, starts turning away. All right, the move's not over. I'm not just going to give a stalemate. I'm going to try and get my knee underneath his thigh. I'm going to have to fight here for it. Bam, once I get my knee underneath his thigh, I can start moving into him. Now, we get to here. I'm going to push him away. All right, tomahawk chop. Finish the double. All right, there we go, another variation of the single leg from Boudreaux Wrestling.